Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Learning never exhausts the mind. Art is never finished, only abandoned. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Study without desire spoils the memory, and it retains nothing that it takes in. The greatest deception men suffer is from their own opinions. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. Time stays long enough for anyone who will use it. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. Iron rusts from disuse. Water loses its purity from stagnation. Even so does inaction sap the vigor of the mind. Poor is the pupil who does not surpass his master. He who possesses most must be most afraid of loss. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark, except where exposed by the light. Once you have tasted the taste of sky, you will forever look up. Tears come from the heart and not from the brain. It had long since come to my attention that people of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. Water is the driving force of all nature. An average human looks without seeing, listens without hearing, touches without feeling, eats without tasting, moves without physical awareness, inhales without awareness of odor or fragrance, and talks without thinking. Where the spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art. Why does the eye see a thing more clearly in dreams than the imagination when awake? Nature never breaks her own laws. Life without love is no life at all. Nothing can be loved or hated unless it is first understood. Art is the queen of all sciences, communicating knowledge to all the generations of the world. The painter has the universe in his mind and hands. Intellectual passion drives out sensuality. The deeper the feeling, the greater the pain. In rivers, the water that you touch is the last of what has passed and the first of that which comes, so with present time. All our knowledge has its origins in our perceptions. Experience does not ever err. It is only your judgment that errs in promising itself results which are not caused by your experiments. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, those who do not see. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery of oneself. I awoke only to find that the rest of the world was still asleep. A well-spent day brings happy sleep. Marriage is like putting your hand into a bag of snakes in the hope of pulling out an eel. While I thought that I was learning how to live, I have been learning how to die. As you cannot do what you want what you can do. Painting is concerned with all the 10 attributes of sight, which are darkness, light, solidity and color, form and position, distance and propinquity, motion and rest. It is an acknowledged fact that we perceive errors in the work of others more readily than in our own. He who truly knows has no occasion to shout. Blinding ignorance does mislead us. Oh, wretched mortals, open your eyes. A painter should not only be curious about the phenomena of nature, but also careful to observe the arrangements and the manners of men. He who does not punish evil commands it to be done. Art lives from constraints and dies from freedom. The human foot is a masterpiece of engineering and a work of art. As every divided kingdom falls, so every mind divided between many studies confounds and saps itself. The senses are of the earth. The reason stands apart from them in contemplation. Man and the animals are merely a passage and channel for food, a tomb for other animals, a resting place for the dead, giving life to others. He who thinks little errs much. I have offended God and mankind because my work didn't reach the quality it should have. A wave is never found alone, but is mingled with the other waves. I have wasted my hours. A beautiful body perishes, but a work of art dies not. Where there is shouting, there is no true knowledge. It is easier to resist at the beginning than at the end. He who is fixed to a star does not change his mind. All knowledge which ends in words will die as quickly as it came to life, with the exception of the written word, which is its mechanical part. The mind that engages in subjects of too great variety becomes confused and weakened. The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of. He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. The natural desire of good men is knowledge. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. I love those who can smile in trouble. He who does not punish evil commands it to be done.